Hello and welcome to 0X0 Exchange Arcane and Spectre. To start, this video's primary reason is to show off 0X0's revolutionary Arcane and Spectre wallet. I will also be including a breakdown on 0X0 itself and its potential future in the later half of this video. So if you're someone who's new to 0X0 and you kind of want a quick debrief of what it's all about, I'll leave a timestamp in the video where I'll be explaining the utilities, the benefits of holding, and current chart price, etc. With that being said, let's get into our demonstration of the Arcane and Spectre wallet. So the current user interface at the moment is just in a testnet phase, so everything you're seeing here is a bare bones demo of what's to come when the mainnet is released. If I had to guess, I would assume that they would probably have a theme and color palette similar to that of their website. So when we take a look at their website over here, you can kind of see the theme and color palette that they've been going for. So as I said, it is just a testnet. As we see here, it does say MVP, meaning minimal viable product. This testnet is used to essentially iron out any current bugs and or issues that we may be experiencing early on before they officially go live. Which is why it's imperative that as many people try this testnet out now, as it'll help catch any bugs early on, allowing for a smoother mainnet launch. So if you wish to try the testnet out yourself, you can do so by heading over to GoerliFaucet.com, make an account with Alchemy, it's completely free, and then put in your MetaMask wallet address over here and click Send Me ETH. Note, you will need some Ethereum in your wallet to cover some gas fee. It'll only be a few dollars worth, and from there you should have received your testnet ETH in your MetaMask wallet, to which then you can send over to your 0X0 address for use. So when taking a look here at Arcane and how it operates, it's very similar to that of a self-custody wallet such as MetaMask or Trust Wallet. When making your own account on the Arcane wallet, you're going to be given things such as a seed phrase, a secret key, and then also asked to make a password. So it's very important that you keep all this information stored somewhere safe. Do not forget to write it down and keep it safe. Put it onto a physical piece of paper, whatever you have to do, just don't lose this information as it's very important in order to get access to your account. So we know Arcane operates similar to other self-custody wallet, but what makes it special? 0X0 is revolutionizing the DeFi space by pushing forth the importance of privacy while making trades, transactions, and swaps via their shielding component of the Arcane wallet, as we can see right here. It essentially takes your funds and throws a blanket of privacy over top of them, meaning whatever transaction is completed using the shielded coin will be completely obscured on Etherscan, making it impossible to trace so you can trade in private. I'll break all this down in further detail when I begin showing how the wallet is used. But beforehand, it's important that you, the user, understand what is being done here by the 0X0 team. From my understanding, the team is essentially trying to copy the user interface and trading feel that of a centralized exchange, but with complete privacy. And on top of that, because it's your keys, it's your coins. We saw examples of why this is very important back when FTX collapsed. Because you didn't technically have the keys to your assets, people lost millions of dollars. With all that being said, I'll go into more depth about 0X0 in the later half of this video, but for now, let's get into Arcane and Spectre. So we'll begin here with the drop-down menu. So as you can see, we have our wallet, trade, dev hub, NFT, and account. So under wallet, you have your assets, your deposit, your withdraw, and your history. Trade, you have your spot, perpetual, convert, peer-to-peer, over-the-counter, credit, and fiat off-ramp. Under dev hub, here we have IDE contract deployer, we have token locker, and set up my relayer. This is something I'll also kind of go over in the later half of the video, so stay tuned for that. And then under NFT here, we have marketplace, my NFTs, and finally is account, which is your settings, security, your referrals, notifications, help, and support. Now for the demo of Arcane and Spectre, I will be using simple examples, so even those of you who may find this stuff intimidating will be able to digest it all. So to begin, here we have account number 1, which we'll say is my own personal account. And then over here we have account number 2. And account number 2 we'll say is my good friend John's account. This wallet will work like a traditional self-custody wallet where me and John can send and receive assets to one another simply by providing our main address. But let's just say John here asked me to send him some money in private. In order to do so, what I'm gonna have to first do is come over here onto my account and shield my tokens. Essentially, like I said, throwing that blanket of privacy on top of them. So in this case, I'm going to send him some Ethereum. I'm going to come here to shield. We're going to go shield amount in ETH. We'll do 0.004 Ethereum. Click shield and transaction pending. Transaction successful. So this is my address right here. And then the address that it went to is going to be the Arcane contract. So now when we come back over here into my wallet, we can see this is the regular Ethereum and this is your OXO Ethereum. So your OXO Ethereum, even down here, you can see OXO Uniswap. When it has that OXO tag in front of it, that is essentially the asset that has that blanket of privacy laid on top of it. So I sent 0.04 Ethereum into this. If I click refresh, we see here I have my 0.004 Ethereum put into the OXO Ethereum. So now from here, what I'm going to need to do is have John send me his OXO address. It's important that we use this one in order for me to be able to send him his Ethereum in private. So we come over here, we can either copy this right here, or we can go to receive, OXO ETH, copy address. And here John went, he sent me his address. I said, all right, John, I received it. I'm going to send you your funds now. So if I come over here, I click send. Amount in ETH, I'll do 0.004, and then I will paste in his OXO address. And now here we'll click transfer. Transaction pending, transaction successful. So here we have this address right here, which is essentially the OXO relayers coming into play. Because I shielded the token, right, it's not going to show the wallet that I use to send the funds. Instead, it's going to show these, which is the relayers coming into action, completely obscuring the whole transaction. And then the to address here, once again, is just the OXO Arcane contract. So we come back here to the wallet. We can see my funds have left my OXO Ethereum wallet, right? And if we come over to account 2, John's account, we can see that he has in fact received his OXO Ethereum, his 0.004. So you can kind of see and get the power of what OXO is creating here with the whole privacy narrative. You can trade, swap, make transactions in complete private. And so now that we have John here with his OXO ETH, let's say he wants to transfer this into his regular Ethereum. All we have to do here is just click on this. It's going to say withdraw OXO token, your amount in ETH, and then your recipient Ethereum address. So in this case, we're going to want to receive Ethereum. So we're going to go to ETH here, copy address. You can also just copy from the clipboard right up here, your main address. Come back down to OXO Ethereum here. Paste the address and then our amount that we want to transfer. So we're going to transfer over the 0.004 Ethereum. Click withdraw, transaction pending. And there we go, transaction successful. So we click on this once again from our relayer address here and then to the Arcane wallet contract address. All right. And when we come back to John's account, we hit refresh. And look at that, OXO Ethereum, 0 balance, and his regular Ethereum has gone up in balance. So just to kind of show this one more time, I'm going to go through this whole process again, but do it backwards. So I'm going to have John shielding his tokens and then sending it over into my OXO address. So once again, we'll click shield with John, amount in ETH, we'll do 0.004, hit shield, transaction pending. So now when I go ahead here, we have John's 0.04 Ethereum. I shielded it into OXO ETH. Here I'm going to click refresh. And just like that, straight into OXO ETH. So now I'm going to ask John to send me Ethereum with that blanket of privacy over it. I want our transaction hidden. So I'm going to come over here to my account. I'm going to say, hey, John, can you send me some ETH? I'll give you my OXO ETH address. We click copy address. Right? Copy from the clipboard too, why not? This is my current balance down here. We're going to head back over to John and I'm going to send John my OXO address for him to be able to send me ETH. So I sent it to him, he pastes it in and he's going to send me the 0.004 Ethereum back. We click transfer and transaction pending. Transaction successful. Click on this. Once again, we can see here, relayer, and the 0X0 Arcane Wallet contract. So now here, I'm going to click refresh. We can see John now has a 0 balance. If I now head over to my account, my own personal account, we can see right here, boom, I got my Ethereum. So now let's just say I wish to put it back into regular ETH. I'm going to click 0X0 ETH, withdraw 0X0 token. So I do need my Ethereum address. We'll just go ahead and copy it from the clipboard up here. Come back over here. We're going to send the 0.004 into my Ethereum address. Click withdraw, transaction pending, and transaction successful. So we click over here, once again, the relayer, the privacy layer coming into play, and then the 0X0 Arcane Wallet contract right here. So now if I come over here, all right, so I ended up transferring my 0X0 ETH into regular ETH. I'll click refresh, and just like that, you can see I have my funds back into Ethereum. So that essentially sums up the 0X0 Arcane Wallet. As you can see, by using the shielding aspect, when we look at our transactions, the from address is obscured via the relayers, and the to address is interacting with the Arcane Wallet contract, completely privatizing mine and John's transactions, right? The relayer here and the Arcane Wallet contract here. So next, I'm going to do a demonstration on the Spectre aspect of the wallet. So Spectre is the swap, the spot trading with perpetual futures down the line. It will work the same where I'll shield my ETH tokens, then head over here to the swap tab. So first I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna shield my ETH. So currently I have 0.18, we'll do 0.008, click shield, transaction is successful. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over here to swap, and here I'll be swapping my 0X0 Ethereum for some Uniswap. So here I'll click select token, we'll do 0X0 Ethereum. You can see the balance that I have now as I did transfer my regular Ethereum into my 0X0 Ethereum. And here we have receive, I will be clicking Uniswap. So here I'll be paying 0.008 of the 0X0 ETH, and I will receive 0.05 Uniswap. We're gonna go ahead here and click swap. Transaction is pending and transaction successful. So we come over here, once again, relayer, the Arcane Wallet contract. And now if we come back over here to tokens, the swap is complete. We click refresh, and you can see down here, we have our 0.58 0X0 Uniswap. So now from here, if I wish to, I can swap this back into 0X0 ETH and then transfer the 0X0 ETH back into my regular ETH. Or if I want to, I can also transfer the 0X0 Uniswap to John. So I'll do that real quick as a quick example. If I click transfer here, it asks for amount of Uni and then your recipient's 0X0 address. So I'll go over to John's account. I'll say, hey John, once again, can you send me your 0X0 address? I'm gonna send you some Uniswap. We'll copy this. We'll head back on over to my account where I have my 0.58 Uniswap. I'll click transfer. Amount in Uni will do 0.05. Recipient address, I'll click paste. This is his 0X0 address. I click transfer and transaction pending. And just like that, transaction successful. Now if I come back here, we look at my account. So I sent him the Uniswap, click refresh. My Uniswap balance has dropped now. And if I come over here to account number 2, which is John's account, we can see that there it is. He has received 0.05 Uniswap. And like I said, from here, if he wishes to, he can swap it back for 0X0 ETH. So actually, I'll do that as an example. Click swap, select token, we'll do Uniswap. Select token to receive is going to be 0X0 Ethereum. I'll be paying 0.05 and I'll be receiving 0.006 Ethereum. We'll do the swap. Transaction is pending. And just like that, transaction successful. We can see here the Etherscan transaction details. Now, if we come back to John's account and we go over here to tokens, we should see his Uniswap balance is zeroed out. All of it got transferred into his 0X0 Ethereum, right? Like we said, it was supposed to be 0.006. We received all that. And yeah, guys, so that essentially wraps up the demo of OXO's Arcane and Spectre wallet. It's key to note that all of this is simply just testnet, and the final product will be much smoother and a nicer looking finalized wallet. Also, I'd like to mention, and this is very important, that OXO is redistributing 100% of the fees generated through the wallet and swaps back to the holders. So with that being said, guys, I think it's now a good time to make our way over to the second half of the video, where now I'll kind of break down more of OXO's fundamentals. So to start, what I said is true. Holding OXO's native token in a self-custody wallet, you're eligible to receive rewards. At the moment, rewards are bootstrapped to the buy and sell tax, as the mainnet is not officially launched for Arcane and Spectre. But once Arcane and Spectre are in full force, this will all change. So when we take a look at their "we're all gonna make ETH" chart, we can see the potential earnings based off volume generated and how much tokens you're holding. So when we look here, we have our Arcane fees and our Spectre fees. So Arcane deposits are free, transfers are free plus a 0.1% relayer fee. Withdrawals are 0.1% plus a 0.1% relayer fee. Your Spectre is going to have swaps is 0.5% plus a 0.1% relayer fee. And then if you hold 1 million plus OXO, you have a 50% discount off of swaps. So when we look down here, it says Arcane plus Spectre, cumulative fee, revenue, relayer fee not included. Monthly revenue proportional to holdings, burnt supply accounted for and blacklisted. So relayer fee not included being that OXO is offering up people the opportunity to run one of their own relayers. So by having more relayers in the ecosystem, it'll help boost the privacy aspect of OXO tenfold. If you're one of the people to set up a relayer, you'll also be earning a portion of fees based off of any transactions that go through your relayer. So like I said, this right here just goes based off of the Arcane and Spectre fees and the potential earnings based off of the daily volume and your token holdings. So here you can see, you know, if daily volume is 1 million and how much tokens you're holding, this would be your monthly earnings, right? Here we have $10 million of daily volume, how much tokens you're holding, and how much your earning would be for the month. 100 million, you can see the earnings are starting to grow significantly. And then 1 billion of daily volume, which at this point would be surpassing Uniswap. So you can see that the potential here is absolutely massive for OXO. Not only does it incentivize you to hold their native token, but also with the whole privacy narrative they're pushing and their Arcane and Spectre wallet that they're creating. So when we head over here into the OXO official group's Telegram, and we go and click the future prompt, we can see a glimpse into their future. So the private NFT marketplace is also a big aspect of OXO that they're in the process of creating. So explore a realm of exclusive, private digital collectibles protected by OXO's privacy protocol. Private derivative trading, which is huge. Engage in private derivative trading, leveraging the power of OXO's secure and confidential platform. Here we have private borrowing and lending. Access private borrowing and lending services, providing financial flexibility while preserving your privacy. And then private over-the-counter trading. So engage in private over-the-counter trading, facilitating secure and confidential transactions between parties. So just about a month ago, we had the lead dev Sir Enigma do an Ask Me Anything in their Telegram chat, where he touched on many great topics explaining OXO as a whole and basically what they're building. So here we can see some of the things he said. So on the other hand, Spectre is a specialized feature of OXO for crypto trading, specifically ERC20s in the realm of swaps and derivatives. Swaps and derivatives are financial instruments that allow traders to speculate on the price movements of cryptocurrencies without owning the underlying assets. Spectre facilitates these types of trades, offering traders various tools such as charts and indicators to predict markets and make informed decisions. Arcane and Spectre are two integral components of the OXO's ecosystem, each with its own unique and complementary functions. Arcane is primarily dedicated to ensuring secure asset management, providing users with a trusted platform to safeguard and manage their digital assets, On the other hand, Spectre is designed to cater to the needs of individuals seeking active participation in crypto markets, offering trading capabilities and opportunities. Without Arcane accessing and utilizing Spectre, along with other forthcoming features like the NFT marketplace within the exchange ecosystem, would not be possible. Arcane takes the place of traditional email-based logins seen on centralized exchanges and replaces them with a secure wallet-based login similar to MetaMask, ensuring that you retain control of your keys. Once logged in, this environment provides the capability to conduct most on-chain activities privately, preventing the exposure of transaction details on platforms like Etherscan. So Sir Enigma here essentially broke down in better words than I could ever even try to get close to what Arcane and Spectre are creating here. So those are just some words from Sir Enigma explaining kind of what OXO is creating with that. There's also lots of talks of going onto multiple chains, doing cross-chain. At the moment, everything is just ERC20 tokens, but we could expect that down the line they will go cross-chain. Also, the lead dev Sir Enigma in an AMA stated that at some point they would like to have their own Apple and Android App Store app for an even greater ease of access to the wallet. The future for OXO is very bright, and we are still in the infancy stages of the coin and the new technology that is being created. As for the current price of OXO, if we come over here to Dex Screener, you can see that we're currently sitting at about 13 cents, which sits at a $116 million market cap. We did peak up over here to 18 cents, which I think was close to the $150 million market cap range. So just as kind of a quick comparison, if we come over here to market cap of, and we see OXO's current market cap versus Uniswap, for example, at the moment, Uniswap is sitting at a $4.5 billion market cap, with OXO sitting at 120, which we actually saw over here was 116. But at the all-time high of our last bull run, we can see Uniswap had a crazy market cap of $22 billion. Obviously, you can see what the price would be if OXO could hit that. $25 would be crazy. But even, let's say, if Uniswap ended up making its way back to this $20 billion range, even if OXO would be able to capture a quarter of that market cap, right, we could be expecting prices anywhere from $3 to $5 with ease. Of course, this isn't financial advice, this is all just speculative. And on top of that, the price of the token isn't everything we're here for. The revolutionary tech, outstanding development team, revenue sharing to holders, and the utmost privacy to users is what it's all about. With that being said, guys, I highly encourage you to dive deeper into OXO and do your own due diligence before making a decision. I will have all the links to their main X, Discord, Telegram, and website in the description, where you can find more information about OXO. I wish you all the best, and to all the future cyborgs, welcome.